Hello again. Sunday saw contrasting fortunes across the UK. Whilst it was sunny for some of us, in other areas it stayed grey and fairly murky. But high pressure will continue to dominate the weather through the whole of the coming week, so we're expecting to see the dry conditions generally continue. There will be quite a lot of cloud at times though, so it will be fairly gloomy, but where you do see the sunshine it won't feel too bad. But back to Sunday evening, and it's generally going to be turning increasingly cloudy from the east. We've got more and away a thicker cloud gradually spreading its way westwards across England and Wales, and with that there's an increasing chance of at least a little bit of light rain and drizzle in places too, particularly across the south east of England. Further west and north, where skies stay clear, well, it's here where we're most likely to see any fog by the end of the night, and that's most likely across parts of northwest England and in particular Scotland, so we could see some fairly poor visibilities developing by tomorrow morning. Under the cloud though, in the south at least, it will be a generally slightly milder night compared to the night just gone. Temperatures around kind of 9 or 10 degrees in most towns and cities. But where skies stay clearer across the north and the west of the UK, or potentially in the countryside, we could see temperatures fall low enough to give a touch of frost in the most prone spots. And it's here where we could see some particularly poor visibilities first thing on Monday morning. So places like the central belt of Scotland could see some dense patches of fog, and that's only going to be very slowly lifting through the course of the morning. But once it does so, many northern parts of the UK will see some sunshine. The most sunniest conditions, generally speaking, across mainland parts of Scotland, but northern parts of northern England will also fare quite well for sunshine on Monday. It should brighten up a little bit as well across Northern Ireland. But for most of England and Wales, it's unfortunately looking like a pretty gloomy day. Fairly extensive and persistent cloud lasting for much of the day, and potentially, as I say, one or two spits and spots of drizzle from the thickest cloud, most particularly so down across the very far southeast, so parts of Kent could see quite a number of showers. It's going to feel fairly cool underneath that cloud, so highs of 16 or 17 degrees, but actually probably feeling somewhat more pleasant and warm across parts of Scotland and Northern England where the sunshine is out and the light winds, here highs of 15 or 16 degrees. Into Monday evening, and the cloud cover will persist, we think, across many parts of England and Wales. So that will generally prevent temperatures from falling away too far, but where the cloud does break, the chance of some mist or fog patches developing. Once again, though, it will be northern parts of the UK, particularly parts of Scotland where we're most likely to see some dense patches of fog forming by the time we get to Tuesday morning. And where skies stay clear in the north, once again, temperatures could fall down to low single figures in the countryside, low enough for some patchy frost on the grass, but generally speaking, under the cloud, a much milder 10 to 12 degrees. Into Tuesday then, and it's really a case of spot the difference. Not a lot is going to be changing, so England and Wales generally fairly gloomy once again. Still the chance of a few spits and spots of light rain and drizzle in places, primarily across the very far east and southeast of England, where Kent could see a fair number of light showers through the day. Further north and west, well, here we'd like to see some breaks in the clouds, so some sunny spells for northwestern parts of England and in particular western Scotland. So once again, with the light winds here, temperatures of 13 or 14 degrees won't feel too bad, but otherwise a fairly cool feel to the weather. Through the rest of this week then, the cloudy theme continues for the vast majority. There will be some bright or sunny intervals now and again, primarily in more western parts of the UK. But I don't think it's going to be wall-to-wall sunshine. Generally speaking, temperatures will be on a slight downward trend, so around average to begin the week, but generally tending to turn a little bit cooler. Enjoy the rest of your weekend though. That's everything from me, and I'll see you again very soon.